Welcome to my Art Buzz segment. Lynn, Hock, Napoli, a portrait artist.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good. Lynn, you live out in the country.
Yes, I do, between Easton and Fowler.
Oh, okay. That's exciting. And you have a
Yeah.
big place out there where you create these images, your
Yes.
portraits. They come out and sit out for you in the natural light? Or
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I live out between Easton and Fowler. We renovated a hayloft barn. And,
Oh, my goodness.
It's from 1890. It's just an amazing structure. And we didn't change a thing on the outside because I wanted to keep it original looking.
Oh, neat.
But on the inside, I have a studio space.
And it's your home?
Well, no, it's
No,
actually
it's just
my
your studio.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Okay. And you
this is my
do
studio.
kind of give lessons out there as well?
No, not yet. My workload is just too heavy.
That is fantastic. Now, Lynn, you do portraits in oil and in pastels.
Yes, I do.
And you have a really neat story. Your grandmother was a portrait painter, but you were a classical ballerina for a long time,
Yes, I
and
was, yeah.
and you had to have your career cut short.
Yes.
And so now you've moved on to being a painter.
Yes, I actually studied with Clara Lachey Porter and danced in the ballet company here and almost became principal with the company and wanted to really dance in Paris. Who wouldn't?
Oh yeah, of course, Anna Pavlova.
And had an injury, and I swam around for about 10 years trying to find out what to do next because I really didn't know.
Well, not when you have your heart set on something, right?
I'm still a ballet dancer who paints.
So you love Degas then?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Ah.
yeah. And I walked up to my grandmother, Betty McGinnis, who was a signature artist with the Society of Western Artists, and said, please teach me how to paint. And that's how it started.
Oh. This first image, I believe, is you.
No.
It's not.
No, it's
Okay.
actually Julie Jajian. She is the
Ah.
display artist at Macy's. She came and was posing for me, and she decided she wanted to rest, and I told her to just stay that way.
Oh my
And
goodness.
It was purchased by Shelley Morris Interiors back east and is now hanging in her office. And,
That is beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, that was an oil painting.
That is
Okay.
oil. This is oil.
Okay, let's see another one here. Now, you start with the background, or with an undercolor.
I do an underpainting. I always start out with a sketch first because I want to get the feeling of the face and the feeling of the painting before I go in with anything else. So I do it either in a very light pastel pencil or a charcoal, which is ever more comfortable. And then I prime the canvas, and I prime it in a different type of underpainting so that the paint can flow smoothly and I have a more even feel to it. And then I go in and start in with the color, and it just sometimes the face just wants to be painted.
So
It just
tell me this:
demands it.
do you prefer to do live?
I do.
You do.
I do.
Okay, so not really from a photograph.
Yeah, I prefer to do live sittings. It's called direct painting, and that's a term I think Richard Schmid out of back east coined. He's one of my favorite artists.
Okay. About how long does it take to do a portrait? You can't just sit there and whip that out in one day.
No, it can take me anywhere from 2 months to a year, depending on how many people are in it. That's what it depends.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be in July doing a full family portrait, so that can take 6 months to a year.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm working on a young lady right now. She just turned 16, and no, a different one.
Okay.
I didn't bring her. It is almost finished, and my client loves it and now wants to do her son in
Oh my
so
goodness.
I'm really
Before
excited.
we show the next one on there, I want to show this one because this is, excuse me, Lynn.
That's okay.
It's not finished yet. So it's, you can still see a little bit of her drawings in here where she's starting to put in more of the depth and the texture and separating the little princess from her flowers. So yeah, you can see here where it's kind of open, where she's still filling those pieces in.
It will take many layers before this one will be finished. This is Miss Morgan, one of my models. And when I
should
do
probably hold it up a little bit more.
when
So
I do
you can-
commission work, it's gone, so I have nothing
Right.
to show. So, and I am in a couple of shows. I just was juried into the New York Art Expo next April in New York City. So
Oh, my
I
goodness,
want to put a
okay.
new body of work together for that. And then I am showing at Diane's Fresno Art Hub on Van Ness.
And Diane was a guest here a few months ago, the Art Hub at Van Ness and Weldon, which is right there at Fresno. Hi there. It's It's actually a sense of place and Fresno Art Hub, so you can get a two
for one deal.
yeah, and all kinds of wonderful artists
Yeah,
there,
it's
and
beautiful work.
also lessons at the Fresno Art Hub. Let's see this other beautiful image right here. Now this is also an oil painting. This one's a little dreamier and not quite as
A little looser.
Yeah.
This one was done for a client down in Orange County, and this was a private commission.
So who's your favorite artist that that
Oh,
you
God.
that you kind of?
I have so many.
Well, I threw out Degas because of the ballerinas.
I am a big fan of, Nancy Guzik, who does amazing work back east. Richard Schmid.
And these
some
are
of
your
These are
contemporaries.
contemporaries. Yeah. Virgil Elliott, who I'll be studying with in a couple of weeks up north.
And he's a master.
He is a master painter. He's on the board of the Portrait Society of America. And
Wow.
he's invited me to the workshop and has offered to mentor me and teach me. So I'm very,
Oh, my
very
goodness.
excited. And then I was invited to enter into a show in Carmel. So that's in the future. But I'm really excited about the
New York.
art. Yeah,
Sure.
That's the exciting one. for
Here's
me.
another neat picture.
That's my dad.
Oh, okay.
That's Charles Hock Jr. And that is a pastel.
Oh, is it? Okay.
uh-huh.
And he sat for you?
No,
No?
actually, are you kidding?
I
You couldn't
wondered.
get him to sit still. He actually is a former Marine, and he passed away. We lost him in
Oh, I'm
2009, and that actually was at Easter Sunday at my aunt's house. And I'm so glad I did it because both of them have since passed away.
Oh,
so
my
that is
goodness.
a priceless memory
Right,
that,
for
that
you.
we have. Mhm.
Now, when you do your pastel paintings, are your pastel, do you do it with the chalk pastels and chemicals?
No, actually, I use Sennelier, and I also use Unison pastels. They are actually pure pigment with a little bit of binder together, so it's
Okay.
almost true pigment when you're painting with them.
Oh, my goodness.
And,
what dissolves that?
You don't need to dissolve
It
You
doesn't?
No, you can dissolve. Actually, you can dissolve it with anything, turpentine or
Oh, my goodness.
or any type of mineral spirits.
Wow.
Or yeah, and they're just fabulous to paint with.
At some point, Lynn is going to also be offering painting lessons at her studio out in the country, somewhere between Easton and, what'd you say, Fowler?
Fowler, yeah.
So it's out there. Let's see one more picture before we have to say goodbye. And here's another beautiful image.
Yeah, that's Jill Butner, formerly of the Fresno Ballet, and she's now up north in Sacramento studying. And
Oh, my goodness. And with the Sacramento
and-
Ballet?
No,
No.
well, I don't know if she's still dancing or not. She went
Oh,
to
my
college
goodness.
there.
Beautiful.
Uh-huh.
And another one very, very soft. Well, we can follow Lynn on Facebook, and she also has a website, which is,
NapoliPortraits.com.
there you
And
go.
you can also reach me at 559-834-5815, or go to Diane at Fresno Art Hub and say,
Right.
I'd like a portrait by Lynn.
And you can meet Lynn next Thursday night, Art Hop at A Sense of Place and Fresno Art Hop at Weldon and...
Fresno Art Hub.
Yes, Weldon and Echo right there by Fresno High. We will see you next week, and I want to thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Dale tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para darle alegría.